Hey everybody, my name is Ashley Rush, and I'm an independent creative memories advisor located in North Carolina. Speaking of North Carolina, how are all of my East Coast friends doing? I know that the hurricane really came through and messed a lot of things up for a lot of people. We were fairly lucky. I am inland enough that, it rained pretty hard. We had some heavy winds. We ended up losing power for about a day, like about 19 hours or so, but otherwise we came out unscathed. And I hope that all of you guys out there, my Florida friends, my other coastal friends, I hope you guys are doing just as well. I'm thinking of all of you. So, all right. Now that I have depressed us all and brought us all down, let's try and bring us up. So this week I decided to do a tool hack. So I took one of our newer tools. It is a border, or actually it's a frame punch. So I'm going to show you guys how to use it, and then I'm going to show you guys two hacks on I'm going to show you guys two different hacks so that you will get more uses out of this punch. I hope you guys enjoy. So today we will be working with the Spiderwebs Frame Punch by Creative Memories. First, I'm going to show you how this is intended to be used, and then I'm going to show you guys a fun hack you can do with this punch. So, first things first, it's a spiderweb punch, right? And it's one of our whale tail border punches, so you can use it to create a continuous border. When you're doing that, you're going to line your paper to start on either one of these two starting points on the middle, and you're going to have your paper sitting all the way at the top of the tray. So I've got it at the top of the tray, I'm bringing it over to that starting point, and then I punch. Once you punch, you slide it over. You're going to cover up that blue image with the border you just cut, and then punch again. You'll just continue this as you make your way all the way across your border. And then the cool thing about this punch is now you have a very awesome looking spider web border. Now this punch is more than just a border punch, it's a frame punch. So what does that mean? It means that you are able to use this punch and cut all the way around your paper. Now when you're doing that, you have to start your paper on this silver line that's on the tray instead of the line that's on the front of your punch. All right, so I'm going to start there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the corner. I'm going to give it a quarter turn, and I'm going to start this edge again on that frame. All right, once you have that, you can continue to work along the sides just like normal. Now I've got that square here, so again I'm going to give it a quarter turn. I'm going to put it on that line on the tray. And now we have a beautiful spiderweb border that goes all the way around our paper. So you have two choices when using this punch. You can use it as a frame or as a straight border. Now that you guys know how to use the punch as intended, I want to show you guys a couple of fun hacks. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to use non-traditional colors just so it'll be easier for you to see. I'm pulling out a sheet of red cardstock. For this first hack, I'm going to cut my piece of paper at 2 1/16. I know that is like super specific, but 2, and then on either the top or the bottom ruler of your trimmer, you're just going to go to the next teeny tiny line, and that is the 16th. So I'm going to cut it 2 1/16. And then for the time being, I'm going to put my trimmer and my big sheet of paper away. And I'm going to bring back my punch. And we're going to start it here using one of the front markers. So I usually like to use the one on the left. Now this is why it's hard to use papers that are less than 2 inches, because now my paper's not coming out here. I can't see where my paper's actually starting. So if that's the case, you can kind of tilt up and cheat and look inside, or turn it upside down, and once your pattern is all the way covered, like that big hole, then you know you are in the right spot. So I am confident with where I've got it lined up. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I just dropped it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and punch. Now I'm just gonna punch straight across like a normal border. So I've got my basic border here in red. Just kind of moving my punch poop to the side. Now I'm going to flip this upside down, and I'm going to do this again. Now this again is a little tricky to line up. One of my tricks is, again, you can flip it upside down and try and cover that initial design. And you see my center point of my center point here of this spider web. You can line the center point up with the center piece of the opposite side of the tray. All right, so that's pretty much in the center. Yep, I've got my design covered. Now you guys might not get this perfect the first time. It could take a while. That's okay. All right, I think I did that pretty well. And now I'm just going to, again, continue to cut like normal. All right, now you have, instead of half a spider web attached to your paper, you now have a full spider web that has come apart from your paper. And you can also always like put them together to make a border, maybe use one on top, one on bottom. The cool thing is that these are so gently adhered to each other that this one's going to have a little bit of bend to it. So you could, you know, bend it a little bit. Or you can always just, with a little tug, remove the spider webs and have individual spider webs to use everywhere on your page. All right, I'm going to show you guys one more hack. This one's a lot of fun. It too can be a bit finicky, so you'll have to have patience when you try it the first time. All right, I am going to start with a 2-inch border for this one. Okay, and we're going to begin this like a basic border using the normal starting point and doing a full border. All right, now that you have your basic border, we are going to take that and flip it upside down, and we are going to punch it again. This time, instead of starting on that middle line here in the center of the punch, we're going to be starting on the tray line. So this silver line on your tray. Again, doesn't matter which side you start with. I just like the left. I've brought it all the way to that line, and now I'm going to give it a punch. I'm going to pull it over, and now I am aligning this top spider web with the blue shadow underneath, just like before. And then to give it the finishing touch, you're going to take your border, you're going to pull it to the opposite side you were using. You're going to feed that square into the punch, lining up the visible piece of the border on that tray. And here you go. So now you have a bit of a zigzag border. Now there is a fine line in the middle connecting it. If you wanted, you could come through with some fine tip scissors and snip all of those lines, but I think it kind of adds to it. What do you guys think of this border? Isn't it really fun? Now, maybe because it's red, it's making me kind of think of dragon wings or like a brand new dragon. I wonder if I could, like Chinese New Year, right? Like what if I had this and I sculpted some sort of dragon lion head to go on one end? That would be so much fun. So I'm going to challenge you guys to do that, or maybe I will try that later this week and post it. Did you guys enjoy that? Was that a lot of fun? Who uses our border punches, our what I call whale tail punches often? And who has used our frame punches? So not all border punches are frame punches, but all frame punches are border punches. It's like a Venn diagram, you know? So I like these a lot. When they first came out many moons ago, I was like, I don't need these. I have a border maker system. And well, I guess you can't see them in the frame, but you guys have seen my shelves of punches. We saw how well that worked out. I now get them all the time. So what was your favorite use? Do you guys like the frame effect where it goes all the way around? Do you like it straight up in classic where it creates the border still attached to the page? I really like the hacks, guys. I love that I figured out a way to get full spider webs instead of just half webs. And I like that I can use this as a chain, or I can easily pop one off and have it as an embellishment somewhere on the page. But my absolute favorite, is my like zigzag border. I am obsessed with this. When I originally did this to practice, I think I did it in black, and it looked really cool. And I layered it on the white sort of mummy paper that came in the Happy Hauntings pack, and it looked awesome. I happened to think before I started, let me use a brighter color so people can see what I'm doing on the screen. I'm so glad I did that, because this in red is freaking amazing. I love it. It looks like dragons. It looks like wings. It looks, I mean, it's just really nifty. So I am going to attempt to try and turn this into like a New Year's dragon for Lunar New Year, and we'll see how that goes. I would love for you guys to try that challenge as well. If you do, make sure you guys reach out to me via social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm posting every day, and that is the best way to connect with me one-on-one, or just my audience in general. If you guys are looking for more ways to be inspired, why don't you check out my website listed in this link. I host in-person and virtual events, and this is where I post those for you guys to join me. And then if there were any products in this video, like that brand new Spiderwebs punch and cardstock that you want to get your hands on, check out my Creative Memories website where you can do all of your scrapbook shopping. And you can join my team there, and because I am really looking to grow this year, and I would love to have you grow alongside me. All right, guys, I think that is it for this week. I look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Bye.